Assalamualaikum everyone, this is Vesh from RAS. Today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to use the task manager and how to tweak the performance of your system in case of any errors coming around. So first of all, what you need to do is to press the Control, Alt and Delete key on your keyboard. You will get to see a screen like this, which over here you can see there's an option called Task Manager. We're going to click this and this software is going to open up. Right, this is the inbuilt software for Windows, which helps you tweak your system in case of any performance requirements or any issue you're facing. Right, so let's get an overview. This is the main tab, which is the processes. This shows all the applications which are running in the foreground or in the background. As you can see, these are the background processes, which are 47 applications running in my system, which I can use at any moment if I want to switch. And these are the foreground applications in which there's one screen recorder that I'm using, as well as there's a task manager, which is this software that I'm using, and two Microsoft files. These are the two documents that currently I'm working on. So anything which is being used by the system, it is being registered over here, right? And it can show you the overall resource usage. At this moment, the CPU is being used at 11%, memory 21, disks are not being used much, and this GPU is being used for 4% for recording this video, right? You can use this processes tab to either end or expand or create a dump. There's several options over here, but currently we're not going to go into this detail. I would rather recommend that you only use the option for end task and not creating dump file memories, as you will know where it's going to go. So let's get to the next tab, which is the performance tab, and this is the important tab. Right, I would really appreciate if all of you would use this module to monitor your system. Let's say if there's any task being done at this moment, I've showed you several tasks being done on my system. It is utilizing 11% of the CPU that I have. As you can see, the bar chart is registering this in real time, right? It's recording it. Then I have memory being used, which is also being recorded. It's currently static, so I have a lot of memory available. Then this is the disk on which I'm currently writing this data, this screen recording, right? So my disk 0 is being used, which is a solid state disk. This is another disk which currently I'm not using, so there's nothing being recorded over here. And this is the GPU. Over here you can see the performance of my graphics, what is happening around, how much memory I'm utilizing, and how much GPU itself is being utilized, right? Since I'm not doing an intensive work, so it's pretty much sitting idle. Then we have this apps history tab, right? This shows all the apps that I've been using over the week, how much I've used. As you can see, Forza I've played for 4 hours 24 minutes. I've used calendars and mails for 20 seconds, and several notes. Skype I've used for 16 seconds, right? And all the softwares that you're using, it will register over here, right? So you can review all the apps that you've been using, how much you've been using, how much CPU time you have given them. You can align them as well, recategorize them by terms of their ascending or descending order of the usage. As you can see, I've used Forza most in last week over the system. Now over here is the startup tab. This will give you all the applications which are going to start along with the system when you're starting on the Windows. These are the programs which will run in the background, and some of these are essential. For example, the antivirus that I'm using, I keep it on. Things that I don't really need to slow down the system when I'm starting up, I simply disable those. Now you cannot disable the security system, but you can always tweak the system whenever you want to improve the performance of the system. Over here, this is user tab. It is telling you all the users that are currently logged in. Currently, since I'm the only user for my system, so I'm using 36, 37 apps on average at this moment with these specs being used, right? In details, you can see the detail of all the processes you saw over here. You can find all the details, the sub programs which are running in the background. This is the PID number, which is the process ID. You can see which process over here is being utilized. You can always see, let's say this is the document I'm working on, right? I can switch to it, I can bring to front, I can minimize that, I can maximize or end this task, right? And if you go to other, you can see details for that. For example, let's see how my graphic card is working. So let's see, this is one of the files that's one of the programs that it's using. So I'm going to check the detail, and this will tell me these are the two sub files which are being used, the details of that process, right? So again, you can see whatever is happening in your system. If there's a virus, it will register over here. You can see having spikes in your performance. Your system will register being CPU having 100%, memory going overloaded, or any of these having an issue. It will register on the chart. If it hits 100%, then you're going to face stuttering and freezing of the system. So if anything goes wrong in your system, you can always check it from here and see what was happening with your system, right? So that's it for today's tutorial on Task Manager. I'm hoping to bring you more intuitive tutorials to help you understand how to use Windows for the best of your usage. Thank you for your time. Allah Hafiz.